So these two problems on page 43 are a little bit different. They're actually easier in some ways than the ones we did up here because if you notice where the points are, they're completely vertical there and horizontal there. So if you used a compass on this, and you did more than half, you would end up with, try that again, if you had used a compass, you would end up with this line right here, which cuts through the y-axis at 5. We talked the other day about horizontal and vertical lines. They don't look like y equals mx plus b. They look like just y equals or x equals. If you did this the other way, and you found the midpoint, -5 plus -5 is -10 divided by 2 is -5. That's why it doesn't change, because it's the same number. And 3 plus 13 is 16 divided by 2 is 8. There's your midpoint. The slope, if you look at the slope, is undefined. So you can do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You end up with 10 over 0. 10 over 0 is undefined, but you don't want that anyway. You want to flip it to 0 over 10. But 0 is 0 no matter what. So the slope is 0. Y equals mx plus b. The slope is 0. The point is -5, 8. That cancels out because anything times 0 is 0. So b ends up 8. Y equals 0x plus 8. And 0 times anything is 0. So it's really just y equals 8, which is what we said up here when we just looked at it and used the compass. It cuts through the y at 8. Number 10 is exactly the same idea, except it goes the other way. You're going to have it go the other way. You can do it just by sight because it's perfectly horizontal, which means it'll be perfectly vertical, and just find the middle. Or you can use the y equals mx plus b and slope in the midpoint over here.